Guys, so I woke up this morning and I was starting to drink my coffee and got my water ready, took my vitamins, and I realized that I had some milk that I had pumped from the last couple days in my fridge, so I decided that I would do a quick video on how I freeze and store my milk. It's nothing real specific, but I will go over that, and I'll go over a couple other little tips on freezing your milk. Okay, so first off, here is the milk that I have. When I pump it on or out of my manual Lantinol pump, and I put it in the fridge. And then when I need to pump more, I put it in the fridge just like this. And then when I need to pump again, I take this bottle off and I put another bottle onto it. And then I put a top onto the bottle that was connected to the manual pump. And then it ends up like this. So here's the top, obviously. So here are the two that I have pumped. I pumped this last night, and then I pumped this the day before. And then, so I get these Lantinol freezer bags. They look like this. The packaging looks like this. And then there are bags in there. And then I write the date. I only write the date and the number of ounces that are in them. I don't write the time or the name because I only have one baby. But yeah, so here is, this is for 9.2. I pumped 3 ounces. 9.3, I pumped 4 ounces. I only pumped once when I did this, so that's why I don't have so much. But yeah, so I'm going to pour this all in, and I'm going to show you what I do in the process of putting it in, and then I'll go over the different, I guess, rules for freezing and thawing and etc. etc. Okay, so this is the milk that I pumped on 9.2. It is 3 ounces. I already labeled the bags, as you've seen. Now, I don't know if you can tell. This one doesn't have it that bad. This one does. Okay, so the milk, once you put it in the fridge, it gets the milk, like I have the thing tilted, but it has all the nutrients and stuff stuck on the side. So with breast milk, you never shake it like you would with formula. You gotta swirl it, so you swirl it like this, and I always get that milk on the sides off, so I just swirl it like this, and you'll start to see it slowly, gradually coming away from the sides. This one I already have away from the sides. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell in the video, but you go like this. You can kind of tell the difference maybe. I don't know if you can in the video or not. But see, right there, hopefully you can see this off. But it will start to come away. See, there you go. Now it's gone. So make sure it's all, got a little bit more. Okay, so you just get it away from the sides. You take your freezer bag, so this one's from 9.2 with 3 ounces, and then you just open them. Now these are, when you take them out of the freezer and you thaw them, there's these little cutouts, I guess, and that is so that it makes a spout when you like this. I pour it this way, but I think it's supposed to go this way. I don't know, but they're supposed to make some sort of spout so it's easy to pour in. So then you just undo your milk. Then I open it like this, hold it tightly, and pour your milk in. Every drip counts. Alright, now they're supposed to be able to, here, I'll take this down real quick. They're supposed to be able to sit up like that. That's how the bags are designed. And then I seal the bottom. There is double zippers, or Ziplocs. So I stop about right here, and then I let my air out. You want as many air bubbles out as possible. and it's okay if milk seeps up into that second layer. So then you just close it off, and then you close the second top zip, and then you lay it flat in the freezer like this. So I'm gonna do my other one real quick. Milk in between the two Ziplocs, which is completely fine. It basically means I got a lot of the air out. So now this is what they'll look like flat, and you can see that like there's an air bubble there, but most of the air bubbles, there's not like big air bubbles everywhere. So I just take them like this, open my freezer, and I have my container here for breast milk. I just lay them on top of each other. Lay them up there. And then they freeze. Once they freeze, then I open up the top and I put them in there. Now I'm left with dirty containers, so I'm gonna wash these, and then I start all over for the day and I start pumping again today. And then I will, once I'm done washing these, I'll go over the different things to do when you are freezing and storing milk. I wear tank tops every day, even when I go out, but I just wear a nicer tank top. But this is probably what I'll be in most of the time. Is going to be a white, black, or pink tank top. So yeah, just a heads up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not really going to dress up. Okay, so I wanted to go over the storage rules, I guess. Storage. Freshly expressed and for thawed breast milk. I came up with a little sheet, and I'll kind of go over that and go into explanation on what I do a little bit. So I will show you that real quick. Okay, so she's having such a hard time lately. Okay, so for freshly expressed breast milk, that's when you just pump it. It's good in the refrigerator for 8 hours. After that 8 hours, you can go ahead and put it in the freezer. It's not bad. You can go ahead and put it in the freezer. At a warm room temperature, it's good for less time. I've never had it in a real warm room where I've ever had to worry about it, but that's going to be about 4 hours maximum. In a cooler ice pack, it with ice packs, is like my little Modelo one. I'll insert a picture here if I can find one. It's good for 24 hours in that if the ice packs stay good. Now, I don't ever go 24 hours. I always keep it in the freezer. Keep it in the cooler. And if I don't use it, I get rid of it just because I'm not sure if I trust it that much. And then a regular refrigerator is good for 3 to 8 hours in the back of the fridge. Don't put it in the door, you put it in the back of the fridge. In a freezer, it's good for 3 to 4 months. That's in like the top bottom freezers. And then a deep freezer, which is a box freezer, it's good for 6 to 12 months. I've seen different things for this. I've seen in just a regular freezer, it's good for 6 to 12 months too. Now, keeping it in the freezer longer than those time frames does not mean that the milk is bad. It just means it loses some of its nutrients. So it's not bad. You can still feed it to your baby with no problem. It just doesn't have as much nutrients as if it were to have a month or 2 or 3 after freezing it. Now, when it comes to thawed milk, you thaw it, you take it out of the freezer in the little freezer bags, and you put it under lukewarm water, and you let it get down to its liquid consistency, I guess. And if you warm it up with your bottle warmer, or however you do, like whether it's in a cup with warm water or whatever, I have a bottle warmer, so that's what I'm going off of, but this is for however you warm it up. At room temperature, it's good for 1 hour. So at night when I give her bottle, I start warming it up about 9:30, and I warm it up with the bottle warmer, and then I give it to her. If she doesn't want it right away, then I let it sit there till about 10:30. But it's good for roughly an hour. I've gone a little bit longer than that. It's all just your mommy instincts. They say technically it's best within that hour. In the refrigerator, if you de-thaw it and then put it in the refrigerator, it's good for 24 hours. So when I was back to work, I would take milk out of the freezer, like for example, and I'll go over all of this with my work schedule when I was working. I still have a video that I wanted to do for that. I would work Monday through Thursday. So when it came to Thursday, I was off Thursday starting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'd have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So on Sunday, I didn't want to use my milk that I pumped on Thursday. So I would freeze all my milk that I pumped on Thursday, and then I would pull out my oldest milk, and I would de-thaw it on Sunday. And then I'd put it in a mason jar, and then it'd be good for 24 hours. And that's what my grandma was watching her. So my grandma would use that de-thawed milk. And then on Monday, whatever I would pump on Monday at work, I would give to her to use on Tuesday. Like I said, I'll go over all this in my work schedule for pumping and storing milk, etc. So anyway, so then for thawed out milk that is in the that has already been in the freezer, do not refreeze it. It's not okay to be refrozen. So if you thaw it and you want to use it right away, thaw it, warm it up, and then it's good for an hour. If you thaw it and then you put it in the refrigerator, it's good for 24 hours. Don't ever put it back in the freezer. It's not good to refreeze. Freezer or deep freezer, doesn't matter. Don't do it. Yeah, so that is the different regulations for storing milk. If I think of anything else throughout the day, I'll put it in there, but for the most part, that's just about everything. If there's any questions that you have about storing milk or what to do, what to buy, let me know. Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe. And if there are any other videos that you'd like to see, please let me know. List them in the comments below. And I am hoping to have, possibly today, depending on how this nap goes, or her next nap. It's not going good. Okay. Okay. So possibly today, depending on how she wakes up from this nap. Okay, so I'm thinking today, depending on if she takes this nap or not, I'm going to just finish up real quick. She's awake now, but if she wakes up in a decent mood, then I might just record my video for what I do for my work schedule when I'm pumping at work. Like I said many times, I'm not working currently, but I was previously working Monday through Thursday, which was technically full-time. It was about 32 hours. I will go over what my pumping schedule was for at work, and different tips that I have for when you're at work, and what to do, what to use, what not to use. And yeah, so I'll probably go over that if I have some time today. She has not been sleeping good. I don't know, I want to say almost ever since I took that fenugreek. I don't know if it's keeping her up, but she hasn't been sleeping the greatest at night, and yeah, I don't know. And also the prenatals, I took them both, started taking them both about the same time frame. So I'm wondering if one of those are keeping her up at night and keeping her up through her naps, because she's not taking good naps either. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, and I am hoping to do some more videos in the future that other people request and people like. So please, like I said, list them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get to them, and I'll also try my best to reply to your comments. I appreciate everyone that is subscribing to me. There's so many things like that I want to go over, or that I want to, like, I love breastfeeding, and I feel so accomplished when I do certain things when it comes to breastfeeding and being a mom. And I feel like posting it on Facebook for my Facebook friends and family to see, I feel like it's just not necessary. So I love posting things on my YouTube channel, because people are going to my YouTube channel for those things specifically. For example, like, I started taking the fenugreek, and I seriously did think that my milk supply was going down. I just was not getting very much milk at all, and I felt like I was only giving Kylie enough. And I also feel like sometimes I wasn't even giving her enough. So I was really worried about my milk supply, and my goal has been to breastfeed for 1 year at least. And I'm only at 3 months, so I was actually getting really discouraged and really upset about this. So I wanted to do anything possible to make sure I was able to get my milk supply back up. So I've been drinking lots of water. I started drinking pop at one point, so I stopped drinking the pop as much. I'm drinking lots and lots and lots of water. My water cup is right there. It's always right next to me. And then I also started taking the fenugreek and my prenatals again. And luckily, thankfully, it has worked. I missed feeling engorged, and I finally feel engorged again. So I was so excited. Like, last night, like, I wasn't even able to pump. Like, if I would feed her and I would pump, I wouldn't get anything. I wouldn't even get an ounce. So it was really upsetting to me, because I used to be able to feed her and then still get like 3 to 5 ounces. Like, I was producing so much milk. Like I said at the beginning, I was actually overproducing where I got mastitis. But I miss the engorged feeling, so I wanted to get back to that. Not to where I got the mastitis, of course, but I want to get it to where at some point in the day I can always make sure that I'm either breastfeeding or pumping. I just like that feeling. I know it might be weird and some people might be like, oh, I hated it, but I actually love it. So yeah, so thankfully I am back to that, and I think I might do a video on how fenugreek has worked and the different I guess my journey through the fenugreek. I've only had it like for this week. I think I got it 3 or 4 days ago, so I'll kind of go over that and what I've found with the fenugreek and take my prenatals again. So yeah, sorry about the blanket and her laying on me, but this is how she'll sleep. That's the only way for today. So yeah, so thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it.